Hi, I'm Dr. Shambhu Yadav, a neuroscientist and a stress biologist from Harvard Medical School. Because the brain gets nervous when it's unsure what you are trying to say, what matters most, and how you will handle questions. So today I am going to give you a speaking system that builds a confidence through a structure and predictability. So your brain stops treating speaking like a high-risk situation. So the real reason people freeze or ramble, which is when people freeze, it rarely because they don't know anything. It's usually because they know too much all at once. Their brain has multiple points competing for airtime. Under pressure, working memory shrink, and the mind tries to hold everything, and then it blank. When people ramble, it's the same problem in a different form. They don't have a decision about what matters most. So the solution is not be more confident. The solution is decide your message before you speak. Confidence is often just like, I know that I am doing next. So the rule number 1, decide your one sentence. Before any meeting update, presentation, or difficult conversation, create one sentence that could stand alone. And this is your anchor. It's not a summary of everything, it's the conclusion. And here is a format. You might use this. The main point is X because of Y, and the next step is Z. That's it. When your brain has a single anchor sentence, it stops panicking about losing the thread because you can always return to the anchor. If you are in the meeting and someone interrupts, challenges you, or the conversation drifts, your anchor brings you back. You can say, let me come back to the main point. And then you deliver your one sentence. So the rule number 2, speak in headline, then support. Most people try to build up to the point, and that creates the anxiety because the audience and your own brain doesn't know where you are going now. So the confidence speaker do the opposite. They lead the headline, then add support. So instead of let me explain the background and then also you say, here is the headline, we should do X. Let me give you the reason and one example. This is not just communication advice. This is cognitive load management. When you start with headline, you reduce uncertainty. And uncertainty is one of the biggest driver of speaking anxiety. So now rule number 3. Use the 3 bucket method. To sound confident, you do not need more words. You need fewer buckets. If you try to cover 7 points, you will sound scattered. If you cover 3, you sound organized. You choose 3 buckets: context, decision, and impact. Context, what is happening, that is will be the briefly. Decision, what you recommend or what you need. And the beautiful things is impact, what changes, risk, or benefit. You can use this anywhere: updates, interview, conflict, even family discussion. And here is the key: you keep each bucket to about 2 sentences. Thus, that constant force gives clarity. And the rule number 4, which is replace filler with the control phrases. A big confidence killer is filler, like, and also long wandering sentence. So the problem isn't a moral, it's a functional. Filler shows your brain searching in public. So instead of trying to stop filler, you replace it with control phrases that buy time and increase authority. And here are 4 you can memorize. Let me frame this. Here is the key point. What matters most is that. And that, let me be precise. These phrases work because they signal leadership. They also give you half second to think without sounding uncertain. Now the rule number 5. The 2-level answer for being put on the spot. The hardest moment is not the prepared talk. It's the questions you didn't expect. So, you need a default response system here. A confidence answer has 2 levels. Level 1, the direct answer in 1 sentence. Level 2, the support in 2 sentences. That's it. So let's look at it with the example. So the question is, can we deliver by Friday? Level 1, yes, if we lock a scope today. And level 2, the risk is last minute changes. If a scope shifts, the delivery date shifts. Or the next question, why did this happen? So level 1 answer will be, because we had incomplete input at the start. Or level 2, we corrected it. Once we discovered the gap, next time we will confirm input before execution. So this prevents the nervous system scramble where you try to explain everything. It makes you sound steady because you are controlling the shape of the answer. And the rule number 6, confidence is also non-verbal signal hygiene. People underestimate how much confidence is communicated before you speak. You don't need dramatic body language, you need clean signals. So 3 high impact cues. Finish your sentence, do not trail off at the end. Trailing off signals uncertainty. Land your final word, speak the last word clearly, then pause. Hold eye contact for 1 extra bit after you finish a point, then look away calmly. Those tiny changes change how you feel and how you are perceived because they change the feedback your brain receives from your own behavior. When you act composed, your brain updates. This is manageable. Rule number 7, train confidence with 1 repeatable micro rep. Most people practice speaking only when stakes are high. That teaches your brain speaking equal threat. That teaches your brain speaking equals threat. You need low stakes repetition. And here is a daily micro rep that builds speaking confidence faster than most people expect. Once a day, speak for 60 seconds explaining 1 idea using 1 sentence headline, 2 supporting sentences, 1 closing sentence with the next step. The goal is repetition with structure. This builds a predictable speaking pathway in your brain, and over time that pathway becomes automatic. So the final shift is stop trying to sound confident, aim to sound clear. The confidence is often a byproduct of clarity. When your message is clear, your body calms down because your brain knows what to do next. So your speaking goal isn't to be impressive, it's to be understandable. And here is the simplest test for your next meeting, presentation, or the interview. If someone asks, what was your point? Could they repeat it in 1 sentence? If yes, you are speaking with the confidence, even if you felt nervous. Because the confidence is not the absence of activations. The confidence is control of message. So thank you for watching and see you in the next episode.